Good morning, everybody, and happy CPI Wednesday to those who celebrate out there. If you're here with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Astronerd Julius Kenny. Love the picture there. Silent NW, S. Ratberg, Amateur Genius, Potamus, Stevie, Raymond, Midland Trader, Nick, Kenko, Shady Lady, RTR, Coach Grizz, Franco, Mark, A Private, Luna, Bill, David, Cyrus, Dude, Twin Trading, Scorpion Futures, HDA Trades, Futures Trading Today, GC Wolf. Nice job, TP Hit. Way to go there, buddy. Chucky Fresh, Big Sky, Cabo, Davey Edge, Dr. Purple 8, Decline, Allen, Liquid Flows, Big Sexy. Good morning, Chem Dog, Helder. Good morning, good to see you. Good morning, Mike James, Freddie, Vincent, and Seth, Silent NW, Trader Page. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Lone Wolf, Waleed, Hang Time, Vinzen, two Daily Max losers, and I'm out. Good morning, Christoph, Dark, Hoang, My Knight, or Mike Light, sorry, Charles, Coffee, Donovan, Packhorn, Ricardo, Ari, Fade My Trade, Travis, Thomas, Scott Bro, Slothfather, OBP, Dips, Tom, Toby. Good morning, ID, O'Keefe, Tron, Matthew, Ivan, Danny, Angus, John. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Chris L. Liquid Flows. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, anybody know what's going on today? Oh, we already know. It's in the title. It's CPI Wednesday, everybody. Well, let's go over first what's going to be happening on the schedule today overall. Let's talk about everything first here. So we do have the CPI print. We already had the mortgage applications out this morning. Let me just get the quick little number here. I had it up and then I closed that screen. The mortgage applications were at 0.5%, and that is versus a 2.6% prior. So falling a little bit there. The refi index at 4.7% versus a 4.5% prior read. The average rate on a 30-year has dropped to 7.08%. The week over week, the prior read was 7.18%, so dropping by 10 basis points there. The purchase index down negative 1.7% versus a positive 1.8% prior. So mortgage applications are down, refis are up, the mortgage rate is down, and purchase index is down. So that is moving in the right direction for what the Fed is wanting to see. They want to see the housing market cool. But it's interesting. If you look at it, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because folks still have spending cash right now. And so you have to look at that and you have to say, well, if housing prices were to fall, wouldn't that just stoke, it's going to be hard to find that balance because we're going to be between that area where prices are going to fall. People are going to get interested again in buying homes, and people still will have purchasing power, and that will make prices drift back up. So inflation could be a little bit sticky. It is one of the precarious situations that the Fed is in right now and dealing with all of that. So it is one of those things that we're just going to have to wait and see. So that was our mortgage applications. That was out about an hour ago at 7 o'clock this morning. In 26 short minutes here, we are going to get the April CPI. We're going to get the May Empire manufacturing read and also the advanced retail sales. Also alongside of that, we get the real average hourly earnings, but that's not nearly as important. The triple threat here, CPI, Empire manufacturing, the advanced retail sales, that's all going to be coming out collectively at 8:30. So if we get congruence across the board in the print, meaning that it prints one way or the other, we will get a nice healthy move in the indices and the index futures here. So NQ and S&Ps, maybe a little movement in the Dow, but we'll be tracking the NQ today. And we'll have to see how that print comes in. I will get some previews coming across the board in my platform. I'm just waiting for all the analysts to kind of do their final tallies here. So we will have to see when that comes out, we will be trading that. We'll have to see if we can nail the print on that one. Yesterday was interesting. Let's pull up the charts here. Yesterday was very, very interesting. We did have that initial print. Where is that initial print there to the downside? That kind of rocked to the downside right there. So we had this, let me go into, well, it's fine, 30 minute. But yeah, we had it drop basically from 300 all the way down to about 250. So, a big drop there on that print. Sorry, that's not it at all. I'm looking at the wrong print. There we go. 330, there we go. That's a little bit more extreme, all the way down to 250. I was saying, yeah, it's a little bit more than that. So yeah, we had a big drop in that print. Now I'm not even finding it. Where was the dang print? Where's there it is. Oh my goodness gracious. There's the drop I'm looking for. I never look at the 30-minute chart. I can't even navigate this dang thing. There's the print I'm looking for. So we had the drop from 300. Now we're sounding right here. 300 all the way down to about 165 there. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so that was the big print. I stood there like a deer in headlights, and that was the print that went straight down. Yeah, I need my eyes checked this morning. That was the print that went straight down, and I kind of just looked at the chart and I just stared at it. And it's crazy because I have my hotkeys. I'm a momentum trader. I usually don't just stare at these prints. I usually tend to take these types of prints. So for me to just sit there and stare and look at that was very uncharacteristic of the print. But the market really shrugged it off, and that's because there's a couple different things that you can look at in that print that could have got us to shrug it off. I did take some notes here on the PPI print. Let me pull up my notes. So the headline were hotter than expected. It printed 0.5% month over month. The prior was negative 0.1. So it came almost double the expectation, almost 100% higher than the expectation. The headline year over year was in line with expectations. So that's what kind of quieted things down, the year over year being there. The analysts that I read, they did say that the details are more encouraging for PCE than the headline because the figure is suggesting that, especially with the year over year, that we are kind of in line with expectations. And I think it's just kind of, it's a little bit of hullabaloo in my opinion, but the market's shrugging it off. And it kind of begs the question that if we've been throwing bad information at this market for the longest time, we've been throwing all these negative prints, and we're all the way back up at where we're continually making these highs, right? So if we go and we look at the chart here, let's look at the daily. I mean, we are back. We are so back to almost making new highs again. So, I mean, this market's just been on a tear here, but we are back. I mean, we had this big dip, and if you looked at social media and everybody on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever you're on, you could see that when this was happening, when we were in this downtrend, everybody was like, yep, finally, that's it. The whole world is falling down. Everything's exploding. It's terrible. You should have sold the top, blah, 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 right? And now we have this where we're boot scooting, rallying back up to the top side. And now you have the opposite end of that saying, oh, stocks never go down, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But, it's just interesting to see that we've been throwing all this bad news at the Fed, at the markets, and the markets have continued to rally. So it kind of begs the question, stocks obviously are not the economy. And so, we do have a lot of money that was sitting on the sidelines. A lot of money has gone into the market. So it really does beg the question, is there any news that can derail this market from going to the north side? And I guess we'll find out today on CPI, because if we have a really bad print on CPI and somehow, some way the market continues to rally, I guess there's your answer. And I think that would kind of be a nail in the coffin for people that are looking for this bad news to carry the market lower. However, if the market does react to the CPI print, and I'm not just talking about the initial reaction, because we had that initial reaction to the downside yesterday, but it didn't hold, right? It didn't hold that reaction. Going back to, let's go to the 15-minute, the chart I can actually read here with my eyes. But, we had this print yesterday, and it doesn't actually hold down there. In fact, it rejects really, really hard, really, really quickly. And it just continues to boot, scoot, and rally there. So it does beg the question again, is there any bad news that can come out during an election year when the Fed is in a precarious situation, when the economy will just not cool off at all, that stocks will ever cool off? And I guess we'll have to see that on the CPI print today. I'm still waiting for final analysts to give me the previews here on my platform, but it just begs that question, and it makes you wonder. Today could be one of those days where we really do just continue to rip on a really good print, because the market is then giving that juice and that perspective that maybe potentially we will see some rate cuts. Powell didn't give us any new information yesterday. And there's one of the things that I was talking about. Powell did speak a lot, but he didn't have any new information to talk about. I did take some notes on Fed's Mester and Fed's Schmid. Let's start with Schmid. They're a non-voter. They said that policy right now is in a correct place. So again, it's not very hawkish. I expected Schmid to be a little bit hawkish. But he did say continued vigilance and flexibility are necessary. Prepared to be patient as inflation eases back towards 2%. Inflation is still too high, and the Fed still has more work to do. The interest rates could remain high for some time. Believes that they shouldn't have slowed the balance sheet runoff. So a little bit hawkish at the end there, but again, not really super hawkish. There's a lot of different things that could have been said. Fed's Master, she's a voter. I do want to talk about what she said. She said that the Fed is in a good place to study the economy before charting a rate path. So kind of talking about, we should be pausing here. We should be pausing. That is a very important commentary out from Miss Loretta Mester. And to hear her saying that out loud it's very much in the way that she's usually talking, but it's still pushing along that narrative that there's not going to be a rate hike. We're looking at a pause here. And she did basically say out loud, quote, not eager to consider a rate hike. So really putting that story to bed. And she is a voting member. So having one of the voting members saying that out loud, it doesn't really matter what the non-voting members say. Speaking of non-voting members, we're going to hear from Neil Kashkari today. But she also said it was appropriate for the Fed to hold rates steady as it awaits the evidence of easing price pressures, which again, I think the whole world is waiting on here. Too early to conclude that inflation has stalled or will reverse. She noted that there's a definite sign that the real side of the economy has been moderating. The moderation in the economy is helping to bring balance back to the economy. So that was what she had to say yesterday. So we do have previews out here for the CPI. The month over month, we are expecting a 0.4% estimate, which is in line with what the prior read was, and the year over year expected to drop by 3.4%. Folks, if you could do me a favor here, please drop a lucky like on the video so we can do a poll before the CPI comes out. I'm going to go to the rest really, really quickly here. I just want to make sure that I'm ready to go for the CPI print. So I'll be right back with you about 2 minutes here. We're back. So yeah, I'm not going to be taking any trades before the CPI print, but we will be trading the CPI together. Hopefully I can get around being a deer in headlights today. I will be using my hotkeys, so hopefully that will help us out quite a bit here. But like I said before, we did a quick little restroom break here. CPI month over month, we are expecting 0.4%. If it came in anything cooler than that, if it came in, let's say 0.3, 0.2, and we had year over year coming down to say 3.2, 3.3, somewhere in that nature, I think the market would boot scoot and rally to the top side. It'd be going crazy in my opinion. Now, alongside the CPI print, which is what everybody's waiting for, we do have retail sales. Advanced retail sales month over month are expected to drop to 0.4%. The prior read was 0.7%. Canada, April annualized housing starts are at 240,000. Same in line with the estimates there. Good morning to you, the Duke. Good to see you. Retail sales ex auto month over month expected to drop to 0.2%. So we're expecting to see retail sales dropping a bit here. And then Empire Manufacturing, we're expecting to see that. New orders are expected to drop. Shipments expected to drop. Prices paid expected to go up. So kind of a mixed print is what we're expecting there. Consensus expectations overall is expected to be negative 10 even. The prior read on that was negative 14.3. But, you know, the most concerning one, the biggest one that everybody's going to be watching today is that CPI. The only number that you really need to follow is month over month, 0.4%. Anything cooler than 0.4%, we probably rally. In line, we probably rally. Hotter, we may dip. Super hot, we may dip and hold the dip. But I mean, I'm open to anything here. I'm really up for anything. I am curious, has anybody put any trades on whatsoever? Yeah, this is where you say, this is not financial advice. Yeah, there you go. There's the risk disclosure right there. This is the truth of day trading. 90% of day traders lose money. This stream is for entertainment purposes only. There you go. there's your warning right there. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just a dude who loves Celsius. Up 1,300 and a gold short. Thanks, Matthew. No trades yet. Price has pretty much been pinned. Yep. I like to see the patience if you're looking at the indice trade right now. Energy trade, I'm sure there's something there. Or currencies or precious metals. Short on gold. Already made 500 this morning. Mike James, you're in the Blue Mountain Club. I love that. Nothing yet for OBP. Just hit a short 409 to 403. Nice. There you go. Nice cover there at 403. You trying limits for the print top? No. I'm not going to do, what is that strategy called? Drawing a blank right now, but that strategy, it worked out once on stream. Why can't I think of the name of that strategy? I need more Celsius. Strangle. There you go. Straddle or strangle. Yeah. But yeah, see, I did that. Wow. Kenco up $5,000 already. Nice. I did the straddle, I don't know, like 2 or 3 prints back, and didn't work out all that well. So, and then before that, we had one good print. But it's just easier for me now that I have the hotkeys. I have no complaints. I have no issues here. So me using these hotkeys, I mean, I can achieve whatever I want with these hotkeys. So I have no excuses to not be taking this on my hotkeys here. As you can see, so far we are at a $0 balance on the day, starting us out. Did have a nice day yesterday on Top Step TV. If anybody caught that, had a trade idea, stuck to the trade plan, ended up working out. We got very close to getting stopped out. I think we took about, I'd have to go back and review the film, but something like $1,300 worth of heat. And we ended up making $7,000 on that trade, which is amazing. It was great. It was a very, very wild day. And it was great to see, it was fun to do that with everybody in chat and on the stream there. It was a lot of fun. But it's one of those trades where, you had to stick to your trade plan. It's okay to take heat in trades. The moment that you start getting in the way of your own trades, right? Dakota and I were talking about this a little bit, but if you're trading a trade and you are modifying that trade plan on the fly, for instance, let's say that you put on the trade, you have your risk parameters. Your risk parameters are like 2.5 to 1 or 2 to 1. And then all of a sudden, the price action unfolds and you start to move your stop around. Well, if you do that, or if you try to pull yourself out of a trade early, all of a sudden you're modifying your risk parameters. And in the law of large numbers, then you're going to get smoked, because over time, if you're always modifying your trade plan, you're not going to stick to that 2 to 1 or 2.5 to 1 or whatever the case. Well, over time, the law of large numbers is going to catch up with you, and it doesn't matter your win rate if you're always modifying your trade plan. But yeah, I stuck to the trade plan. It ended up working out, and that was great. There's going to be many, many times where I lose that trade, but I was very, very happy to see it work out. Did I think it was going to play out and win the entire time? Of course not. No, of course not. I took a lot of heat on the trade. There's a point where I'm sitting there too. And if you've watched me for long enough, I was sitting there and the trade was coming to stop me out, right? And I had already made peace with it the moment that I put on the trade. And I even said, yeah, I'll probably get stopped out here. And you folks have seen me before where I'm trading live here on stream. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out, and that's what it is. And there's nothing I can do about that. And it's just trading. Sometimes you're going to win. Sometimes you're going to lose. I had a conversation actually last night before I went to bed with one of our members in here talking about, trading is one of those things where losing is a byproduct of being part of the process, meaning that if you are working a job, let's say you're working a desk job, let's say you're a programmer for Microsoft. Well, if you're a programmer for Microsoft, if you're losing and you're failing, you're likely to get fired, right? If you're assigned a project and you're writing code, maybe Microsoft isn't a good example because people are going to say, well, have you seen Windows? Have you seen how many bugs are in that thing? Okay, let's take an Apple programmer who's working on iOS. If they're consistently losing and producing bad code, they're likely going to get fired. Well, what if I told you that if part of the process of coding was losing and making mistakes and having your boss yell at you, you'd say, well, that's crazy. But that's the thing. That's what trading is. Losing is a byproduct of being successful in trading. You're never going to have a 100% win rate. You will have losing trades. It's how you manage your risk reward on those losing trades. And it's how you manage your emotional expectations through that. And that's why you should be begging the market to stop you out, because if it doesn't, it's great, you win. But if the market's coming to stop you out, you're going to get emotional about it. You're going to get upset about it. Well, then trading's probably not going to work out for you, because losing is a byproduct of being successful in trading. Think about that. There's no other real thing in the world where you're doing a job and you expect that you're going to lose often in that, right? If you're losing often in a regular job, you're probably going to get fired. In trading, you're going to lose often, but that means that you're probably doing things right as long as you're managing your risk. You know, I lose often, I lose all the time, but it's how you're managing your risk, how you're managing your emotional expectations through that. So there you go. Will you please make sure to let us know how the print comes out? Yeah, I'll do my best. Sometimes I get sidetracked by the price action, but the moment that I hear it, I'll try to shout it out. Sorry if I do not shout it out early. So we are rolling here a little flush through 400s. I mean, the chart is super zoomed in here. This is only 406 down to 395. We're dropping 11 points here. It's not that big of a deal. So if you look at like yesterday's print, I mean, the thing went straight down 150 points or so. So, you know, we'll have to see how this plays out. It's not that big of a deal. We'll just see how this shakes out here. And we'll be prepared for the print. Remember, 0.4% month over month. Let's get those likes up right now. We're at 364 likes. Can we get to 500 likes before the print comes out? Remember this print. I mean, if you don't hit that like button, I can't guarantee that you're going to make money on this print. I mean, that's all I'll say. I also can't promise that if you do hit the like button that you will make money either, but that's not as important, right? Let's be honest with each other. Hello, Rips, with the PPI coming in hot yesterday. Could we expect CPI to be similar or no correlation? Sometimes there's a correlation, but with how crazy all these numbers have been lately, I don't even want to take a shot at that. I'd rather just wait, react to the print, and see if we can trade well on this print. I'll be using a 60 tick stop on this trade, and I'll be using my hotkeys, of course, right here. This is what I'm going to be using my hotkeys. Hopefully we'll be able to do well. I'm going to try my best. That's all I can say. Try my best to read the momentum, try to jump on board when the timing's right, and see what happens there. Are you taking a position on the print? Right when the print happens is when I'm going to be taking it. That is the goal here. Let's see. 2K watching, 1K likes is easy. Yeah, wow, look at that. We already got to 559. Okay, cool. So we can do a poll here. Okay, will the CPI print rally or dump the market? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Vote with honesty, because the votes are anonymous. I just would like to get and I'm not going to do a third choice where it's saying, I don't want to answer. Just pick what you think is going to happen the most here. Rips, do you think a 20 tick stop will save me from slippage off of print? Are you trading in live account or are you trading on sim? If you're trading on sim, you should be fine. It should be fine. As long as you're using a market stop, right? Let's see. Wow, look at this. We have almost a 50-50 here coming in. Discipline Works says both. It will trap. I could see that, but I think that during regular trading hours today, if we got a little trap here, right? So we could have a flush, right? And then we could have a rally, and then it could take back the whole flush. And then regular trading hours happens. We get one more push, and then we flush back down on bad data. I just feel like anything could happen. The thing is that the way things have been going with these data prints, I'm not even confident that if we had a really nasty print in the market that we would hold lows, just because of what I said at the top of the call here, just saying that we get all this bad news in the market and nothing can seem to hold this market back, which is fine. It's great. But you just want to kind of bring that into the management of your expectations so that if we do have a negative print, you're not a knucklehead like I have been. I mean, the last few sessions outside of yesterday, I've been so bullheaded on the news, not bullheaded like, hey, let's go long, but bullheaded in the sense that I'm saying, well, this is terrible news for the market. The market should be rolling on this, or that was not a great print. It should be doing that, right? I've been using that and it's been fighting against me in a way. So I kind of want to turn a blind eye to it. I kind of want to look at this and just say, hey, let's play the price action, you know? And I think that if anything, good news will carry the market further than bad news would carry the market down, in the sense that if we have really good news, I think that we'll just continue to rally all day. And if we don't have good news, we may have a dip and it may continue to go down, but I don't know if we can hold that, right? As long as CPI isn't increasing, it's bullish, right, Rips? Yes, that's what I think. And if we had a drop, I think it would be a mega bull, right? I mean, this print could happen so fast we hit 200 points in 10 seconds. Either way, right? This is a big deal here. Rips, tough to deny Apex current deal. Your Momo strategy would work with that offer. Daryl is currently running. I'm just trading on Top Step. And again, I'm not going to throw shade at any company. If you have success trading with a different company, go for it. Everybody's different. I just enjoy trading on Top Step. I like the rules on Top Step. It's my bag, you know, it's what I like to do. I can only hear the music from the trading room. Can't hear you. I have to listen on YouTube. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, can we please help out 1-2 Fish there? Please, please, please. Looks like I'm going to have to try Apex if it's just 16. Rips is a top stepper. I love that. Oh, look at that. The order book is already clearing out. We are 3 minutes out from the print, folks. Get my hotkeys in the lap here in just a moment. Hopefully we can trade well on this print. I'm going to be trying my best, you know. Let's make sure Rhythmic is all aligned here. Actually, I'm going to do a quick refresh on my Rhythmic connection just in case. Just in case. Yeah, I did read some new rules, however, on one of those prop firms, the one that you folks are talking about. I did read some new rules, and they did say something about that you're no longer allowed to dollar cost average, which I thought was really strange. So basically that if a position goes against you, you're not allowed to add to it, which I found very strange. Rhythmic is not connecting here. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. Come on. Don't do this right before the print. Come on. Don't do this. All right, hold on 1 second. Technical difficulties. Let's try to restart NinjaTrader really quickly. Don't do this to me. We got 120 seconds to go here. Come on. Everybody panic. Come on down. Come on. Please connect. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. Woo. Okay, breathe. I was like, not right now. Come on, don't do this to me. That could have been funny. All right. Alrighty, folks, here we go. My life depends on it. I wouldn't go that far. All right, here we go, folks. I'm going to zoom out of Bookmap here so we don't have to have too much of a lag on this print. Got the hotkeys ready. Oh, good luck, everybody. I hope all of your dreams come true. I hope you kill it on this. Go over to NinjaTrader. Oh, we got to get the P&L up. Oh, goodness. Come on. Oh, no. Well, this is cutting it really close here. Come on. Why are you doing this to me, NinjaTrader? Try this one more time. There we go. Boom. Okay, sweet. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Jeez, so many freaking problems going into this. Good luck, good luck, good luck. %, much cooler than expected. Watching for this clear out above 500s. So good print there. All my charts are way higher. Got one left. Stop at break even. So that was 120 points to the upside there. All right, looking for a clear out now of 534 quarters. What a print. Largest deceleration seen since September of 2023. So that is huge. Looks like that's why we had the rally yesterday. That makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? Moving my stop up. You see that? The Rhythmic Ninja, everything tried to get us out of this to not trade this print and not provide free alpha here on YouTube. Can you believe that those haters were trying to hold us back? Move my stop up a little bit here. Get my stop up to 24.75. Can't believe those haters tried to get us. Watching for this clear out, still above 34 here. We have a whole day of trade in front of us, folks. Remember that. We have a whole day of trade in front of us. So if you didn't nail the print, don't start going crazy right now. I like my stop where it is right now. I just want to see if we have the juice to rally to 72s. Folks, we have about 3,000 people watching in here. If you're enjoying the stream so far, please drop a lucky like on that video. If you didn't hit that CPI print, dropping a like might improve your chances to have a better follow-up trade. Again, I don't know if that's true. It's just an assumption that I have. Went long on crude. Hopefully that worked out well for you. Still holding above these 40s, but we are kind of dragging. Gonna move my stop up here a little bit higher, 31 quarters. And wait for it. Not stopped out yet. Stopped out. Okay, folks, let's do the old tally here. Let's see where we're at. We are at on the day $7,300. Talk to me, folks. Did anybody else see the same thing that I saw? I know it was a fast print, but happy to use the hotkeys there. Did anybody else catch anything similar there? If you did, drop a W in chat. Let's see. Let's get a little temperature here on the room. Let's see. Beautiful. There we go. Nice. Nice work, everybody. There we go. How about that? Hotkeys going down on the desk here. Now we breathe. Now we breathe. Caught 1220 on that. 572 got a little late to the party. Hey, 572 is 572 more than you had before the print went off, right? And it's better than red. Come on. Come on. 1200 there. Didn't trade, but congrats. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, hotkeys are coming to Top Step X, Cargo Cult, and who's the other person? There's another person in here that's been working on these. Oh, I gotta give that person a shout out too. Stevie, that's right. Stevie and Cargo Cult have built some awesome hotkeys for Top Step X. It's been great. Copy trading leader count 639. Other two accounts is negative 639. That is crazy. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Did I use a market order? So the hotkeys was market in, but limit out. So market in, limit out. Market in, limit out. What are you using for data? BT. Good old BTZ. As well as every single squawk that you can possibly subscribe to. At what point in trading XFAs will Top Step ask you to trade live? And do you have to go to live or you can stay on XFAs? I'm currently in a live, but I have 3 XFAs. So whenever those balances in XFAs exceed a certain amount, whatever they choose, they don't really tell you. That's when I'll get potentially moved over to that balance moved over to my live account. Right now, my live account could use some love, so I'm trying to build up its balance in the XFAs right now. That's my trading goal there. 550 on 3 combines with 5 micros. Micros for the win. Love that. Love that. 200 away from daily loss limit. Waiting for the print. Rode one direction. Now up $6,000. Give it up for Mohammed. Incredible job there. Very, very nice. Dustin, let's see here. Nice, Dustin. Looks like you got to lose a couple shekels there, I think. Got to lose about $400. You just need to lose. What do you mean you can't? Oh, you've locked. Oh. Reach out to support and let them know because it was the auto lock feature, correct? Auto lock and then slippage is my guess. Yes. Yeah. This. Up 630 times 3. Nice work there, Janky Chan, man. Very nice. Daily loss limit. What do you mean? You're up $1,900. How did you hit your daily loss limit? I don't get that. I would think it's your daily profit target that locked you out. Rips, what do you see in the price action? Take the long, please. The price action, as well as hearing that it was cooler than expected. That was why I went for it. Temporarily deactivated. Temporarily exceeding the daily loss limit. Ooh, I do not know. I would hit up support there, Dustin. That's weird. I have no idea why that's happening to you. It's crazy. Profit target is 1,500, but the daily loss limit at 800. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're going to have to reach out to support. So, folks, if you missed that print, it's no big deal because you can simply, you can wait for the market to open, and then we have a whole day of trading ahead of us. Now, keep in mind, we do still have Kashkari speaking at noon. We do have at 10 a.m., we have the housing market index, which can influence price action as well. But just to give you folks what the print was here and now, since we have already done the hard part there, we traded the momentum. Month over month came in at 0.3%. That's the first deceleration, the largest deceleration that we've seen in the pace since September 2023. Oh, geez. Why do they do that? So year over year is at 3.4%, first deceleration pace in 3 months on year over year. X-Food Energy came in line, and that's pretty much it. Month over month, 0.3%. We said if it comes in line at 0.4%, market likely rallies. Comes in lower than that, market probably really rallies. And we had, it was about 120 points, so about the opposite of what we saw in yesterday's print. And now we're coming back down to earth, right? So people who are shorting this print are making some cash. Making some cash here. Yeah, it is coming down rather hot now. See if we can get a little bit of a follow-up trade here as we are coming to the downside. So a little pullback to about 460, 460s there. I think that we could pull back to about 469 or so. We could potentially see that. Up $908 on 2 accounts. Way to go there, Jeremy. Short from 529. Way to go, Matthew. Nice shot. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can bring any battlements out here. Just seeing how the price action's shaking around. This is going to be a little bit of wiggle here as the market is digesting that print. Right now, NVIDIA is trading above 920s here, trading 922. We did hit a high on NVIDIA there of 926 almost, 925.90. Google's up, Microsoft's up, all Magnificent 7 are up, but we are seeing a slight pullback in Meta, Apple, Microsoft. And that's pretty much it. Little pullback below 5,300. The S&Ps, we did rally above 5,300 temporarily there. We hit 5,303 on a high. on the S&Ps there. Retest of the base would be amazing. Yeah, we could see that. Hey, Rips, if you were to start over, would you rather day trade futures or only equities? And if so, why? It depends on the market cycle that we're in. Right now, I'd love to be trading futures. I enjoy trading futures, so that's why we're trading futures. And, during you have hot cycles like what we had in COVID, there's a value in trading some equities during that, right? So it all varies. See if we have a follow-up trade here to take. So we are coming down a little bit here. Go over to the 1 minute here. Yeah, we're coming down, potentially testing 69s now. Very, very interesting to see. Little bounce back up towards that 498 level. So 534 quarters was a great level for rejection. And we are coming back down, hitting off of that low mark. We've had that trend line for quite some time. We're seeing the opposite of yesterday. The print was favorable. We're just going to see if market participants are digesting that year-over-year deceleration as being an overshoot. But right now, it's not looking like that, right? Right now, it's looking like it's a good thing for the market. So let's see what's going on here around these 500s. Right now, we're just kind of shimmying between that 469 and 498 level still. So potentially looking up for a follow-up trade here back through 500s. That 498 is cooking a little bit here. There are some sellers coming in, but we still have that buying power. What appears to be buying power on the tape here. So we might wait for the open. I'm just seeing if there's anything that's suggesting that there's a worthwhile trade to be taking in this zone right now. A little bit spotty on the liquidity side. But that was a tremendous move there. That was a beautiful, beautiful move there. I wake up and watch Market Clubhouse every day. Thanks, Rips. I'm going to sign up. Thanks, James. Hey, appreciate you. See how many likes we got to. I'd love to do a giveaway today. Where are we at right now? We are at 835 likes. If we get to, let's do 1,500 likes today. Make it fair. There's 2,800 people watching. So if we can get that up to 1,500 likes, we will do a giveaway. Free Top Step Combine. The claps aren't real. I don't know. I feel like there's people applauding right now. Retberg. Holy smokes. Nice work there, Retberg. Way to go. We are kind of chopping sideways here. Hey, Rips, I'm up 1,300 on that CPI print. Nice work there, Delane. Well done. Don't have enough accounts to scratch my first trade, but nailed this one. Nice work there, Richard. Hey, Sorrow, good to see you. Daniel, good luck to you. National, good to see you as well. Caught the Afterglow, made $1,000 on one XFA and 4 combines. Nice work. Where's everyone seeing these new rules? I'm not sure. I think they're all over the place, but couldn't even get filled on my accounts. It was insane. It's pounding the buy button. What platform were you on? Was that on TSX? Was that on? I'm just curious. TSX. Okay. Happen to be flat, to be honest. Yeah, flat is a nice position. Let the market kind of tool around here. Break of a trend to the new low and a second entry long as well. Nice work there, Richard. Rhythmic told me there was an error. My goodness. That's nuts. Well, yeah, that's why I did that's why I refreshed my Rhythmic connection before the print. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss it. So it's interesting. We are chopping around, but we haven't reclaimed 500 yet. I'm looking to see if we potentially have any stronger bids down here. If we have strong bids that are at the lower end of this, then we could potentially see a nice little push up into those 500s. But currently there are some folks that are stacking into those 500s. So Could go either way, right? Let's see if there's anything that we could take here. Couldn't exit trader rate for 1200. Exited me at 2260. Nice work there, DK. That's a good problem to be having, my friend. Good problem indeed. I know one of the new rules, SW, is that you're not allowed to add into a losing position. They do not allow you to do dollar cost averaging anymore, which is weird. That's a weird one for me. Can you trade news on Top Step with a funded account? Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Who doesn't allow DCA? Not Top Step allows you to do practically anything. So no worries there. We're not talking about Top Step. I'd love to see this breakout into these 500s here. Let me see if we can time something right here. Try a bit of a long and see if we can clear out and over this 495 area. A lot of, look at this. There's a heavy player up there at 495 that's not getting filled yet. Curious if we can actually break through this. Wow, look at this. That is a massive player. Wow, we got through them. Amazing. Massive player there at 495 that, I mean, do you see how much that person got filled? That was like 2,500 contracts there. Kind of insane, if you ask me. See if we can get back up there. I'd be curious to see if that was all that was, if we were just trying to juice that player at 495. Kind of curious. Because 498 is our topping level here. But if we break through that, we hold, we get back into these 500s. I think we can boot, scoot, and rally and see another little push here to the top side. So that's what I'm watching for here. Kind of running out of steam. Is kind of shaping up to be a topping level up here. Let's see how toppy it is. See if we can hold this through a push of 500 here. Definitely some orders up top. Let's see this little sweep here into these 500s now. I'd like to see this without a harsh rejection. Interesting how harsh it is rejecting just around this area, because if we did get a blowout, I think this could squeeze pretty hard. Watching here. Tickle into these 500s. Looking for that blowout into these 500s here. Can we hold the push? Very weak sellers, interesting enough. Now there's that big seller again. Let's see. Just kind of tooling around here. They're moving their orders. They're trying to get filled. Somebody's rushing to get filled there. We got right through. Very nice. Let's see if we can start to squeeze here now. Love what I'm seeing. Covering a little bit here. Nice push. More out there. Perfect timing on this trade, I'll tell you what. Let's move our stop halfway into the bar there. Beauty. Yep, so that's the squeeze we're looking for over 500 there, folks. Just watching the order flow on that one. That's kind of what got us there. Nice little pullback here. Let's see if we can time this appropriately here. Watching. Oh, they're getting zesty again. Look at this. Zesty into these 520s. I'm actually going to move my stop even higher here. Have to look down at my hotkeys from time to time because I'm still not perfectly versed in these yet. And stopped out there. Beautiful. So that will pad our total just a little nugget there. Just a little snugger bugger. Let's see. That brings us up to $8,800 on the day. Hey, how about that? There we go. Anybody else see that long like I saw there on that player that was padding up at those 500s? They were just, they were just invited. They're saying, come on, just come on down. Just num. Kind of just felt like, what is the term I'm thinking of? It's a technical trading term. When you see somebody up there and they're offering, it's like a bag, it's a brown bag. What do they call that? It's like a brown paper bag. What is that called?
That's what we we call a sack lunch.
That's what it was. It was on the tip of my tongue. That's what it was. That's what it was. On the tip of my freaking tongue. Unbelievable. Very nice. That was a great little boot scoot and rally. I think we'll take a little breather now until probably the open there. Did you see that too, Matthew? Did you see them moving? Wasn't that crazy? Did you see that person? They were so impatient in getting filled. We took them, and then the market goes, oh, now that they're out of the way, let's just send it. Did you see that exactly, right? Isn't that crazy? Like right there, they had their order, they had it resting, they brought it down, we took it, and then we sent it. That was great. That was beautiful. Yeah, that felt nice. That was a good read there. I love to see that you're seeing the same thing there, Matthew. That's awesome. And this is the thing, when you're paying attention to the tape like this and you're sitting there and you're watching this is how it starts to all make sense there. Passed my first 150K today. Give it up. Ripsy long one lot into the open. Well, you know, I trailed my stop very aggressively there because 520s, but it looks like we might trade this out now. We might just completely start rallying through 534s now. So if I was going to hold one, it was going to be on that trade there. And now that I'm not in it, I don't want to put on one up here. Thanks, Rips. Got chopped up after the print and made it back. Plus 600 on the last move. Nice work there, Dan. Give it up for Dan. Yeah, 520 is a little bit precarious here, even though I think that we will shoot up through. No problem. But, you know, this could be a day where we end the day at like 18,750 or we end the day at 18,200. And we're at 500s right now. So I'm talking like 300 to the downside, 200 to the upside more from here. It can go anywhere from here. Because the market's been just so wild in interpreting this data that, you know, this is a strange area for me to be buying. Number one, we're in between MC levels, right? So this is a strange area for me to be buying. I'm selling into that because of this, because this is where we pulled back and this is now becoming resistance here, right? If this was prior support, we want to use that as new resistance. And that's why I'm pulling out into that. And it coincides right around to where we exited there. But if we do scoot and rally above that 534 blowouts, we do have all of these shorts up here that we would be blowing out to the buy side. So I still like it to the long side. I just don't like re-entering up here. And if we got stopped out, we got stopped out, right? That's our trade. Nice work there, Chucky. Way to go. Nice job. Nice job. Very nice. That is incredible. That is, what is that? How big of a day is that? Is a $60,000 day almost. Very nice. Absolutely beautiful there, Chucky. Very, very nice. Love to see that. My free 50K is reset today, but the maximum loss limit was not reset to 1,000 on them. Interesting. Always just reach out to support there. Brian, what do we got cooking over here? Nicely done. Look at that. Way to go there, Brian. Yes, very, very nice. Wow, Trader Page there, $400. Let's go, let's go. Discounted combine gain on that reflex. Very nice. Woke up, made a quick 727, 15 minutes later, may head back to bed. I love that, Mike. You know, you don't have to sit here and trade all day long. That's not... the only time that you should really be focused on sitting in front of your desk all day long is if you're trying to learn order flow or you're trying to be a tape reader. If you're trying to do that type of stuff, then I can say, hey, that's probably a good idea. You know, that's how I learned how to read tape myself. Parked myself in my chair, just stared at order flow all day. And I learned originally to read order flow from staring at the time in sales. And I always talk about, you know, I'm a drummer. I like rhythm. That's the heartbeat of the market. I don't filter out by single lots. And I did this with equities as well. Equities is a little bit harder because you're doing 100 prints. But when you're talking about futures, especially during slower times, you can kind of feel the rhythm of the market. And if that's something you want to sit in front of your desk for all day, by all means. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do regardless? But I'm just saying, in my own experience, that's how I learned how to read tape. But if you're going to sit in front of your charts and try to trade them all day, maybe you can. I just think that that's kind of a good way to blow out your mental capital. And it's a good way to get worn out really, really easily and probably not have a good relationship with trading. We are pulling back here, by the way. So that was a good exit there, in my opinion, I guess, those 520s. If anyone can read the footprint, look at the S&P's got air pockets 20 points below. There's your pearl. Thank you, Bryce. I love that term, air pockets, air gaps. I love that. Let's see, Luna, nice. Look at that, cooking away. Love to see that. Cyrus, 50K, 500 away from passing your 50K. Nice job, Cyrus. Cyrus and I had a nice chat last night. Hopefully helped somehow in some way. Probably not, but hopefully did something. What's the order flow indicator on your right screen? This above my head is that's Bookmap. Oh, and so I had a great call with the folks at Bookmap yesterday, and we're going to be doing some fun webinars on YouTube on this channel. We're going to do some special advanced webinars in the Clubhouse, and then I'm also going to be doing potentially an appearance on their YouTube channel. So I'm super excited about that. Had a great conversation with. I've been using Bookmap for years. It's my favorite tool to use, hands down. And there's other tools out there, but I love Bookmap the most. So took me 6 months to realize that every day was Groundhog's Day. Hey, Ribs, which platform do you use for order flow? It's only Bookmap. Do you use anything else to watch the orders? Just Bookmap. I mean, you can use anything you want, but this is the easiest way for me. It's the best way, in your opinion, for us to see order flow. I mean, you could take the same path I took, Eric, which is you start with time and sales and the depth of market, just reading the order flow, right? Reading the time and sales and reading how orders are stacking and pulling on the price ladder, the depth of market, whatever you want to call it, the dome, the dom. You can start there, or you can use an advanced tool like Bookmap. The problem is that with Bookmap, you're still going to have a lot of false positives in your early days of using it. It's a very difficult tool to understand on the onset, and you need to see repeat patterns, and you need to see things happening over and over and over. I use Bookmap all the time, and I'm often wrong in my reads, and that's what actually got me to get so blasted on these last, I mean, yesterday was a great day, but before that, like 3-4 sessions in a row where I'm just getting blasted. And it's because I'm reading order flow, but I'm not interpreting the news or whatever the overarching concepts are, the context of what's the market's trading right now. I'm turning a blind eye to it, and I'm paying attention into this order flow, and I'm reading this. And I was actually telling Dakota about this, there was a day, and this happens. This is a normal thing that happens, by the way. There was a day where I thought that there was a large institutional house that provides liquidity for the NQ. And I think that they had an issue with their execution engine because it was like on and then off and then on and then off and then on, and then it stayed on. And generally that's what happens when you're having issues. Like I had issues with Rhythmic. Imagine I'm at an institutional desk, and my automated trading strategy for the day is not starting up. The market opens, and then that liquidity that's meant to be provided to the market is no longer there. And that's kind of what I saw. And I took that as a sign that if nobody's doing X, Y, and Z, then I should be doing X, Y, and Z. And then lo and behold, they showed up and they blasted me. And so, there's a lot of times where it can get you in a little bit of trouble. So you don't have to read order flow to be a great trader. You can just use a chart, right? I didn't really look at any order flow yesterday when I was in that trade. I'm just putting on the trade. I'm respecting my risk, and I have a certain profit target that was at an MC level. That's it. I'm not sitting there and staring at the order flow. I was looking at the order flow, but it's not affecting my decision on the trade because there was a time when it looked like that the market was going to roll. And had I pulled out my trade, I would have missed out on all of the upside alpha. So, long and short of it is that Bookmap is a fantastic tool if you're dedicated to it and you want to spend years of learning how to read order flow and interpret order flow and how it will impact the trade for the day. Or you could turn a blind eye to it, which is completely fine, and just learn to trade with proper risk reward and trading around your charts or whatever patterns you use. If you like smart money concepts, Wyckoff, you like Wazzy Woozies, whatever, it doesn't matter. Find what works for you and lean into it. I have a very active mindset where I like to look at things, and I like to have that mental stimulation. So for me, watching order flow is that's how my brain gets happy. It gives me the warm and fuzzies up there. So that's what I like to do. It may not be what works for you, and that's perfectly fine. It may be noise for you. So do what works for you. Lean in what works for you. Interesting that ES broke through the weekly kickoff high, and now it seems to be providing support, but NQ pulled back hard from the weekly kickoff high. Well, what you can have is that they're not going to trade in tandem because perhaps, you have one of the weight, like NVIDIA could be weighting down the NQ. Hold on one second. We're getting top of the hour liquidity injection, and people are yapping right now. I got to turn this down. It's like we don't have any 9 a.m. data. I'm confused on terminology. Are you using order flow as level 2 activity or passive active buyers sellers? The entire shebang, Joseph. I'm talking about everything. I'm using the depth of market, time, and sales, and then obviously Bookmap is leaving behind a trail of things, so I don't have to commit this to memory. Order flow is all of that encompassed. That's the order flow, right? Order flow doesn't just mean order flow is just time and sales. No, order flow is everything, all encompassing, right? TBM is up $250,000. He has no concept of order flow other than Sierra Little Dome blows my mind. Goes to show his discipline trumps all. Goes to show his discipline trumps all. That's a great point that you make there, Bryce. It's very true. You don't need to be learning to read order flow. You can find what works for you and stick with it. It really is about finding a way to respect risk and respecting discipline, because if you can do those two things, you're going to be better than 90% of the field right there. And that really comes back into psychology, right? What are you listening in on with your squawks, just for reference? Live Squawk has a free trial. I'd start there. Benzinga, I think, has a free trial. What are some other ones that have free trials? Find one that has a free trial, because I guarantee you 9 out of 10 people that I suggest, hey, go use a squawk, they're going to listen to it for about 20 minutes and say, this sucks. Most people hate squawks. It's a very specific flavor of ice cream. Most people absolutely hate squawks. How did you overcome analysis paralysis, or did you not have that problem? Well, hey, I'd like to pretend that I don't always experience that, that I have no issue with it. But look at what happened yesterday. The price action was screaming at me to go short, and I missed that whole move to the downside. Today, I said, not today, right? Today, I said, no, it's not going to happen today. And I didn't do it today, right? I didn't do it today. Pistachio with raisin flavor. That is hilarious. So... yeah, it's yesterday I missed that move to the downside. I had a little bit of analysis paralysis, but I think it is, you do this for long enough and you kind of, by no means am I a perfect trader or even a good trader. I'm just a dude who trades, right? And I try my best every single day to be a good trader. I try my best to put on good trades. And through time and experience of doing it, you lose a lot of the emotional side of it. Obviously, there's times, if I'm on Top Step TV, try to play up the emotions a little bit, try to have fun with it. By golly, we're on an entertainment show, right? It should be entertaining. If you wanted me to be a dry paint sitting on a wall, then, that's probably not what would do well on that channel. It's entertainment at the end of the day. So obviously, I try to bring some emotions and color commentary to it, and it's a lot of fun. But... You lose the emotional response from trading. Obviously, there's still some emotions. We're not emotionless creatures, but it just matters less and less. And you go through, you have a trade that is your largest winning trade in your trading career. You have it right now. You have your largest losing trade in your trading career. Hopefully, you will not exceed that largest loss in your trading career. Hopefully, that by God, you'll never experience that again. But hopefully, you will make new highs and you will have your biggest win. But the point is that when you're experiencing a wide range of these emotions, you've been doing this for long enough, the catalyst of a trade starts to mean less and less at an emotional level. And that's generally where you want to be. If you're looking at algorithms do not have any sort of emotion, right? You're never going to be an algorithm, but you should try to mimic to trade like one, because an algorithm doesn't go on tilt. An algorithm does what it's supposed to do. And that is what it is, right? And so if you are emotional on every single trading decision, you're upset every single time you get stopped out. We talked about this at the top of the call. Trading means that you will lose 100%. You are going to lose, right? You're not going to lose 100% of the time, but it's a guarantee that as a trader, you will have losing trades. I have had 2 good back-to-back days. If I don't trade again today, that's 2 back-to-back days in the book that I've had good days. Prior to that, I've been on a little bit of a down spell. I've not been doing so well in my interpretation of the market, but I'm not letting that affect me, and I'm not letting that change how I'm going to be trading. And that's through time and experience. But I'm just, you just have to try your best every single day, and you have to bring your A game every single day. And if you're not able to bring your A game, probably take a break, take a step back, take a day off, take a week off, whatever. That's it. Simple as that. Top Steps Lives and you have helped me so much in mental and FOMO chasing candles. Very nice there, just Johan. Very nice. Become an algorithm. Yeah, I used to say that a lot, but then the more I realized it's not that great of advice, become an algorithm. I mean, it's an impossibility. We're never going to be emotionless creatures, right? But you need to manage your emotions. Stop trying to control your emotions. Manage your emotions, right? Manage your emotions. Don't go crazy. Manage your emotions. You're going to get upset. You're going to lose. It's going to suck. But be prepared, right? And I know this is all just talk, right? But listen to the content of what I'm saying here. If you can facilitate a good emotional response to losing trades, then you are going to be so far ahead of everybody else that's trying to do this. Because that is a guarantee. That is a guarantee that you will lose. So knowing that you're going to lose, but then every single time that you do lose, all of a sudden you get emotional and you act so shocked, well, then you're just like everybody else. But if you're preparing yourself for losing and then you take a loss, it's not going to sting as bad. It sucks to lose, but you prepared for it. Did you have the correct risk parameters on that trade, or did you go out of the pocket? If you went out of the pocket, write down what you did wrong and commit to not doing those things. If you lost and it's within your risk parameters, the emotional response to that should be like, that sucks. But that's trading. That's part of it. On to the next one. And if you can't have that emotional response, work on getting to that level. Work on getting to that level where your emotional response to a loss is, yeah, that sucks. Dang it. I wish I would have won that trade, but on to the next. It's part of trading. Yeah, this 500 level, they've been really been getting some sell orders here. Definitely have an iceberg that we aren't breaking through here. Emotion for winning are crucial. I get too high when winning and overconfident. That's another thing too, and it's good that you bring that up there, Michael. That's euphoria, right? We have euphoria when we win trades, and that can be just as bad as tilt. You can have euphoria that lasts for a few days. I would have huge wins when, in my past trading experience, I would have huge wins, and then coming off the heels of that, it'd take me 2 or 3 days to give all those wins back because I'm just so euphoric. You have this invincibility complex. I can't lose. I know these markets. I figured it out. Ha! It's all easy from here. I just knew that I needed to get over that little hump, and now it's all easy. It's not how it works. I wish it was. That'd be great. But that's another side of it, right? Tilt is not the only negative emotion that you have to look out for. Euphoria can be a very negative emotion in the way that it affects your trading. It can be extremely negative for you. Paying attention to how your emotional response is to things and then journaling that. And I know this is, for a lot of you folks out there, this is a lot of work, right? I don't want to journal my emotions. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to write things down. I just want this to work. I just want this to work. But this is how you get it to work. You have to do the homework. You got to put in the time of writing down how you feel about things. How did you react on those? What can you do to improve? And then consciously approach each day with those things at the top of your mind. Hey, Ribs, what does iceberg mean on Bookmap? Is a large buildup of orders. So iceberg in this context is... So right here, we had 65, right there, 65 contracts were on the offer. We tapped into that with well over 65 contracts, which means that there's somebody sitting there with more than 65 contracts, but they're only showing on the order book 65 contracts, and they want to get filled. Now, there's a couple different tricks, and this is more advanced stuff, but there's a couple little tricks that algorithms do that they'll put icebergs out to force people into a trade that maybe they want to take the price action higher, and they're the ones who are feeding into that liquidity. There's a lot of different things that can happen, but at the very basic level, that if you are looking at Bookmap, it's not going through a level. There's 50 contracts up here, but we're hitting this with 200, 300, 400, and it's not breaking. That's an iceberg. Rips, if I cannot use Bookmap in my job, what can I use? Time and sales or level 2? Both. Use the depth of market and time and sales. Time and sales is going to be your heartbeat of the market. The order book is going to show you what's actually stacked. Does your profits above the 3K from Combine transfer to XFA? I'm only 300 away from past Combine. No, it does not. Your XFA starts with a $0 balance. $0 balance. I journal my trade on my chart and then take a snapshot and file it most of the time. Sometimes I forget because I get caught up in the moments. I think also, paying attention to doing an emotional journal is extremely helpful. My journal early on was very technical, but then I started to realize how important it was, and it was cathartic for me to be very emotional in my journal. Not like, oh, I had a horrible day. No, it was like, why did I experience these emotions? Was it a good emotion to be experiencing? Did this hinder my trading? Did this get me out of a trade? Did this keep me landlocked in a trade that I shouldn't have been in? Ask yourself these questions. There's a lot of different ways to journal, right? You have the iceberg symbol turned on in Bookmap, or do you just see the iceberg through the order flow action? I see it right now. I'm going to get the iceberg and stop order thing suited up in Bookmap here, and I will have that on stream probably next week. What's the XFA? Express Funded Account. Hey, Rich, will you explain what you have on your dome? I mean, these are the bids right here. These are the offers. This is how much resting liquidity there is, and this is the session volume profile. This shows you how much volume was added or removed. These little lines right here show the position in queue for the large orders that are stacked at that certain area. It's just, standard depth of market there. Tapping into my emotions, getting control of them was a big breakthrough in my trading. Remember, it's not about controlling those emotions. It's about managing them, managing those emotions, manage them. Hey, Ribs, can you talk about how you take advantage of these high volatility news plays? I can't get myself to take a position as price action moves so fast. It's a good question. One of the things that you can do is you can record your screen and then watch it at like 0.25x speed. And then you can see if there's an opportunity for you. There are some folks out there that are tremendously successful that will never trade news. They'll never trade momentum. And they're very stoic, simplistic traders. And they make tons of cash. If you are not feeling like you want to be a momentum trader or jump into a fast moving market that is extremely volatile, that's perfectly fine. There's so many ways to make money in the market. There's a lot of folks out there that are like, gamers. They like fast twitch movement stuff. They like that kind of stuff. Those are the people that generally are drawn to momentum. If you're looking at it and you're saying, I can't even bring myself to take these prints. This is too wild. This is too crazy. Watch it at half speed, 0.25x speed. See if it's something that you even want to entertain. Because when it comes to trading, you want to find a style that's really comfortable for you, because you're going to be strapped in doing that for a long time, right? You're going to be doing this for a very, very long time. Celsius Lover says, Coach Code hardly ever trades news or events. Exactly right. And he's the number one trader on Top Step right now. Think about that. He's a very stoic trader, calm, relaxed, takes his positions. He sniped some great trades yesterday. He did trade some active, very nice sniper trades yesterday. On fire. It was just hilarious because we were talking and everything, and then he comes out. He's like, hey, I just took another trade, made another $6,000. It's like, that's Dakota for you. I love it. Absolutely love it. Super talented trader. Super, super talented trader. But everybody's different in their style. Lean into a style that fits with your personality. Because that's the thing about trading, is that you can do this any which way. So if your style is, I don't want to be at my desk all day, I don't want to be managing positions, well, great. Set limit orders where you think that the price is going to be a good entry or a good exit where your stop loss makes sense. Set limit orders, walk away from your desk, and come back at the end of the day and see the results. Simple as that. You don't have to sit here and watch. Who cares what the market's doing when you're not watching it? Who cares? Put out limit orders, let them get filled. Maybe they don't get filled. Day's over, you're done. If that's your style of trading, that's your modus operandi, lean into it. Do that. Gaming is what got me ready for momentum trading. It's what I love. Yeah, see, there you go. And that's the thing. There's some folks out there that love momentum trading. Dakota's biggest asset is his mindset. Yeah, I agree with that. He's a very calm, cool-headed person, and he's a wonderful human being. He's a completely amazing human being. I'm very, very lucky to call a person like that, with that kind of personality, that caliber of a human being. I'm blessed to call somebody like that a friend and a trading buddy. He's a fantastic person. Is anyone in the chat from Jordan? I don't know. Is anybody in here from Jordan? Rips, I blew up my 100K account with this morning rally. Then I got my 150K account with more patience and waiting for the short and got 37 in profit. Nice work there, Gabriel. Try to screen record each of my trades so I can go back and watch them to remind myself what and why I entered. That's fantastic. And if you've never used screen recording before, use obsproject.com. It's free. obsproject.com. It's free and it's lightweight. You record your screen. You can record a portion of your screen, whatever you want, and go back and watch it. It's so funny. I remember when I first started recording my screen, I would watch my trades. And the very first few times that I started watching my trades, I was like, wow, that is not how it seemed up here when I was doing this in real time. It's like when you are calculating stuff in real time, time dilation is a real thing. You're sitting there and time seems to have slowed down. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. But yeah, record your screen. Record what's going on. It's a great way to review your trades and see what's happening in the market and see where you can improve. Guys, what app did Rips recommend to record a portion stream? I'll drop the link for you right now. It is obsproject.com. There you go. There's your link. 2 to 3 years ago, I think passing combines is a huge thing and also difficult. Not now. I'm thinking a good trader will pass combines, take it easy, and I found myself getting so much better. There you go, Angie. I love that. Can you tell us how to scalp bookmap, please? I don't trade off of bookmap. I just use it as an indication of the price action. It's up here on my main screen. Was the psych session on Top Step TV yesterday worth a watch? I didn't watch it, Micah. I missed it, so I'm going to go back and rewatch it today. So I'm sure it was. Ribs, is your time in sales part of the bookmap program? My Top Step time in sales does not look like yours. Please and thank you. Well, I don't have time in sales actually showing here on the stream, but this is all bookmap. Everything you see right here is bookmap. That's all bookmap. Ribs, was close to losing my XFA and took a week off for no trading, and I'm back this week and up a couple hundred on the week. Thanks for your lessons. Patience is key. Nice work. Good to see you back here, American Pride. I love that you took a break. That's huge. That's a big part of everything. Epic Gamer. How to get your profit above you on the screen, on the scene. It's OBS project. Same thing. I use it for streaming. But you can see it has all of my stats here. So gross profit, gross loss, commission, max drawdown, profit factor. And then look at this. This is something you will see if you tune in every single day here, by the way. Right there. I mean, this is just another day in my life. This is, if you tune into this stream, you know, this is just every single stream that you ever watch. Every single trade's a winner. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's my Ninja Trader Trade Performance tab. And it shows every single thing, every single aspect. So you can see there's a start date, there's the end date, total number of trades, percent profitable, winning trades, losing trades. There you go. But it's all Photoshop, by the way. It's all Photoshop. None of it's real. It's all fake. Oh, goodness. Locked out of my accounts in profit today and got nothing else planned for today. Congrats on your day off. I love that. Rips, your viewership is going to be down for the next few days for Roaring Kitty memes on X. Nah, I feel like viewership has gone up. We almost hit 3,000 viewers today. We still have 2,200 of you folks. Beautiful people sticking around here. How to get that cut out, though, on OBS? You have to resize. You can just resize, and I think you hold Alt or Shift or Control, one of the buttons, one of the modifier keys. You hold it, and then you stretch the thing out, and there you go. Have a Discord? Yeah, we do. Here's the link right there. Photoshop gets like, it's all Photoshop. Yeah, the thing is, no, whatever. Stupid jokes. Let's see here. Oh, another 50K pass. Yo, give it up for A Private. Love to see that there. Spaz train. Oh, that's great. Dakota's probably sleeping right now. He's going to come in and tear up this market the moment he wakes up. Oh, man, I have a crazy headache, though. I really thought I got a lot of sleep last night, but I must have not or something, but by golly, I have an insane headache. I might have to get some Excedrin over here, but what do we got? We got 12 minutes to the open here, folks. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can get these lucky likes up. If we do, we're going to do a giveaway. Let's see where we're at. We are at 1,069 giggity likes right now. If we get that up to, I'll drop it to 1,300 likes. Lucky number 13. If we get up to 1,300 likes, then we'll do it. But I'll take a quick little restroom break. Let's see if we can pump those likes up in the meantime, folks, and I'll be right back with you. Where's the FedEx guy? Oh, Mixter. I think you do know what time it is, right? You know what time it is, folks. We are 10 minutes from the open. Grab a cold one from the nearest cooler nearby and tap into those blue mountain Rocky highs. Oh, yeah, let's tap the Rockies. Make sure you have your straw because Coors Light isn't as delicious unless you're sucking it down with a straw. That is good. That is delicious. BMR time. Oh, goodness. Cheat trader, that is amazing. All right, so let's see. I got to end the poll now. Rally Sauce got 64%. Flushacito Adios Mio got 36%. My goodness. I wonder what it was before the actual move. I should have ended the poll, but we had all those tech problems before the move happened. Do you have time to work out, Ribs? You know what's funny? That's a good question. What's really funny is that I haven't been able to work out for the last week because I injured my shoulder. And if you do any kind of workout, you know that shoulder injuries are the worst. It's like you can't even do, like, everything is connected to your shoulder. So it's like you injure your shoulder. It's like, So yeah, I haven't been able to have anything. I've been going on hikes, go hikes with my wife, and that's fun. But yeah, have you ever had a shoulder injury? You know what I'm talking about. It's no fun. No fun. I enjoy, I'm one of those rare people. I really do enjoy the time that I get to spend working out or being outside or doing some physical activity. And, not being able to have that it's not fun. It's not fun. I like being able to do things. So, we'll see. It's funny. My wife asked me yesterday. She said, don't you miss working out? I said, yeah, of course I miss working out. I can't do it though. I can't do anything about this. She says, when do you think you're going to get back? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a week from now, but we'll see. The thing is that I had the shoulder injury probably about a month and a half ago. And I worked out through it, kept on working out through the pain. It just made it worse and worse. And so I said, all right, I got to take a break. Took about a week off. Hotkeys are the new weights. Exactly. Yeah, recovery is something you really have to take more seriously. Yeah, it's very true, Leg of Lamb. It's 100% true. Yeah, I'm not on any kind of TRT or anything, so I don't have like the magical Wolverine repair genes going through me. That's the thing. If you're on like TRT or something, like you're fine. Like TRT, you heal up right away. But yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. Are hotkeys available somewhere in Discord? Yes. Right here. There you go. In Purge and Revert. It's in there. It's a mix, Vincent. I mix between things, but yeah, it's I try to, who cares about working out stuff, but I try to do 5 days a week on average and just rotate muscle groups there. Bursitis killed my shoulder for a few months. I hear you. Yeah, it's just it's a one thing you never want to injure, right? Your shoulders. It's just like, and it's only one, it's this shoulder right here. It's just annoying because it's like, I could go work out, but it's like, I know I'm going to cost myself more time. I'm just trying to be patient. But anyway, Drew, 18,000, wait, what is that? Is that 18,511 is what I'm guessing. After watching the reply of Dakota's slow markets from Monday night, take a look at the move and where auction to. Yeah, I've tried powerlifting. I wasn't a big fan of it. And it's, I'm older now and I can't, I don't want to, I'm not, I don't really give, get the question, what's your PR? What's your PR on the bench? What's your PR on your deadlift? I don't really care anymore. Back when I was in my 20s, maybe I cared, or 30s. But I've always just, I train for strength and I train to feel good. And you get those natural endorphins. That's it. Do your face pulls as well. There you go. Love that. Face pulls. Good stuff. Peptides. Yeah, I know. I haven't done any of that stuff. I know that will definitely aid in recovery. I'm holding off, right? I'm holding off until it's like, I don't want to lose my hair. Let's be honest. I don't want to lose my hair. Let's be honest here. I'm not trying to lose my hair. That's pretty much the only reason. No. We've had a long journey. I'm not going to give it up now, Oh, Oh, goodness. Just realized that my buy stop at 430 before news and got filled at 470, but still take profit at 537. 40 points past my buy stop. Crazy. That's great, Kahuna. So you made money, right? That's great. You can afford hair transplant. I don't want to do that. Hair is overrated. What's the secret on keeping hair? I honestly, I don't think it's genes, right? I'm pretty sure it's all just genes. It's on your, what is it? Your father's, your mother's father's side, right? Something like that. Mother's father. Yeah. Thank you, Luna. It's just genetics, right? Who cares? But yeah, don't want to risk that. don't want to give that up. Come on. You hear horror stories all about that. You know, you get TRT or peptides or whatever the case. And it's like, nah, you know, that would be a terrible thing. Man, you speak a lot. What would you like me to do, George? What kind of stream would you prefer? I could sit here and I could stare at you. Let's try that for a little bit. Was that more exciting for you? I don't know. Was that better for you? Is that the kind of stream you'd rather watch? I mean, that's very strange. That's a weird kink that you have, my friend. Let's have a stare down. Stop talking. Oh my goodness. All right, we are, what is it, 2.5 minutes here until the market opens. Oh, my goodness. I will never do that again. That's terrible. Jeez. All right, let's go. All right, let's go back to trading over here. All right, I'm trading a different set of accounts here now. All right, going back to Ninja Trader. Here's our lay of the land before things get kooky here. Before things kick off, this is what we're looking at here. This is what we're kicking off with, and we'll probably trade these accounts. I don't know. We'll see how this all works out here, but we'll see. What is that indicator on the chart? Point of control. Visible range of volume profile. And on the chart, which one? I just came back from the bathroom and thought it was frozen. Or you're still blinking that. Sorry, that was creepy. I'm sorry. Terrible. All right, we are 1 minute out here from the open. Squawks have been really quiet here, which is nice. Everybody's like getting ready for the Thunderdome here. Wait, I got to get the correct accounts up here. Let's do this one right here. All right. Name of the game now is don't give it back. Don't give any back. That's the name of the game here. All right, let's zoom out a little bit here and let's focus up. Good luck to everybody. Remember, we don't have any news until 10 a.m. And let's try to get those lucky likes up, because if we do get those likes up, we'll do a giveaway before we scoot over to the Discord here. Let me hear you say a couple words in Spanish. Dos palabras. There you go. That's literally. All right, here we go, folks. Morning Rips, what's the best monitors for people with vision challenges? I mean, any of them, because you can use accessibility mode and zoom in 200% there. All right, markets are open. Here comes the move. Let's try to be patient here. I'm curious if we're going to reclaim 5,300 on the S&Ps or if we're going to be holding under that. It's a little dump here. Back to these 500s. This is a big level here on the NQ. If we are holding these 500s. I'm actually going to scoot this out a little bit here. Get this fixed. There we go. Right there is fine. All right, we're auctioning below those 500s. This is generally the area where we want to be looking for buying a bounce. NVIDIA, a little bit of a bounce here too. I'm going to try one lot long here. Buying into that fade. Seeing if we can reclaim 500s. Watching here. Wrestling with those 500s. We're up and over. Yep, little shimmy and shake here. Nice push up. Taking off a little piece right there into that push. A little bit more. Stop at break even. Let the rest ride out into glory town. Let's see if we can get this push holding and see if we can get excessive buying above those 515s now. That's what we're looking for here. And stop down. You're funny, Edward. All right, stopped out there. So we added a little bit of padding to the wallet here, just a little bit. We were at 8,800. Now we're at 10,000. There we go. Just a little bit of padding there. Is there lag in Discord or my Rhythmic went the other way? Could be Rhythmic lag. Let me see here. I'm good on my Rhythmic. It's worth reconnecting to Rhythmic on a day like today. That's why I recycled my connection on Rhythmic there. That's why I did that. Rhythmic was at 490 and you're at 15,515. What? Oh, 18,515. And you're at 490. Interesting. Oh, we got chopped out there. We got a little bit of a chop and stop there. See if we have this is the blowout that I was looking for, those 520s. Seeing if we can get this continuation now, up and above, over, and here we go. Watching here into these 30s now. 34 is the level we want to watch. Adding into that. Watching here on a pullback. Nice tick up there, looking for 30s to trade. Watching here. A little flush down from those 20s, adding into that. We are absorbing that a little bit here. Watching. A little absorption. I'm going to peel out a little bit, and I'm going to re-add if we have a little bit of a pullback here. Watching. Back to those 10s. Looking for a re-add back at these 20s. Nice push. Again, we're looking for this to go into these 30s now. Want to see this lifting through the 30s. Here we go, into these 30s, and swipe it. A little bit harder. A little bit harder and hotter into those 30s is all I'm looking for here. We need it here and now. There we go, a little push. Got to peel out because we're not attacking those 30s just yet. So peeling out a little bit there up the top. See if we have this. Again, retesting those 30s. A little bit of a pullback in the NQ names here. So taking out a little bit more, but let's see if we can catch a little bounce here again. Try another bounce here. Looking for this over the 20s. See if we can send this back over the 20s here. Adding into that. Looking for this 30 clear out now. A little bit of push. Looking for this clear out into the 30s. Oh, shoot. Almost got that. Yeah, they're capping this on heavy again. Do not like that. Okay, there. Got to take that out there. There we go. There's that clear out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful move. Sweet. Got the move I was finally looking for there. Good golly, Miss Molly. Finally got the move we were looking for there. So 30 clear out, retesting and see if we get a 34 blowout now. Watching here. Okay, I want to see 34s trading out here. It's just, there's so many cappers up here. I just don't like that. I mean, this is probably a bad idea, but I might move my stop. I'm going to move it right there as we clear it out. 34 should trade. Ah, man, so many heavy cappers there. We got stopped out. All right, it pads us a little bit more. We're at 10.2. Now we're at 11.9. So about $12,000 there. We're just, we're scalping in this range here, folks. Got to be quick in, quick out. So. Trying to read this market as best I can. I really want 34s to trade, but I don't know if the market's going to give it to me yet. Can't trade anymore because I passed 3 combines. It's a great problem to have there, Lucas. Way to go. Congratulations, passing 3 combines. You're going to have 3 XFAs suited and booted for you. Let's see. Do we have anything on the tape that gives us a nice read? Tesla's off a cliff, by the way. Tesla is laying off, I think, 600 workers in California. It's probably the catalyst for that move. No, it's not a daunting indicator. You could probably set it that way, but it's hourly high, hourly low. So we had a nice initial pick off of those lows there. That was the best trade so far, in my opinion. Pick off of those lows right below 500. That was a nice prescient read there. 5300s are trading in the S&Ps. Excuse me. Can you copy Trade Evade and TopStep X accounts? I don't think so, no. Great trading. Thank you, Ash. How much can you make with 150K? As much as you want. Oh, you're talking about combine. On a combine, the most you can make in a single day is $1,500. Half of the profit target, which is $3,000. So $1,500. Yeah, Google is tooling up a little bit. Thank you for that, Yacht Flyer. I would like to see this 5-minute candle close here sometime soon. Little peel back here. All right. Take the thumb off the stream deck here. I don't want to do anything. I'm looking at a buy here, but I just don't want to do it for some reason. This to me looks like a good area to buy. Do I want to go in here though? I think I could wait for a better opportunity, but this is looking like a pretty decent area for a buy. I don't like that Amazon is coming straight down. Nvidia is holding this though. Yeah, should have taken it. Difference between XFA, Combine, and Live account. Combine is the test. XFA and Live are the ones you take withdrawals from. That is a 50K account, isn't it? For a 50K. That was the question, I believe. I think it's going to keep going down. Yeah, hey, we're all entitled to our own opinion, right? That's what's the beauty of trading there. How come you only have 16K subs? That's a question for the ages. We're trying to get to 20,000 followers on Twitter, trying to get to 20,000 subs here on YouTube. You could do your part by clicking that subscribe button. Do these streams every single Monday through Friday. We have grown tremendously, though. We've only been doing this for about seven months. We started in September, started the stream in September. That would have been a good buy. I should have listened to myself. Goodness. Have you received the YouTube play button yet? I think I get it at 100K subs. So hopefully we're all here for that journey when that happens. Yeah, should have taken that buy. Too much hesitation. So we're talking about analysis paralysis. There you go. There was my analysis paralysis right there on that trade. That was a nice 91 to 511 trade. 20 handles right there into the face. In the face. You made me laugh yesterday. Keep that to yourself, Dakota, when he shorted. Yeah, we're having some fun. I love Dakota. Biden is speaking right now, by the way. Interesting. We're hitting an old trend line. If it breaks here, we might have a crazy update. Yeah, I see what you're seeing. $499.25. Where to get out? Well, as I'm saying that, it isn't Biden, it's AI. I did it looks like a buy, but it looks like a dump. Then I did neither. I like that though. That's fine. I mean, we're literally chopping here. Perfectly fine. Everybody's getting an opportunity as long as you're scalping. All right, Anshul, I've answered your question already. You're copy and pasting the same thing, so we're going to go ahead and put you in a nice little timeout there, my friend. I wish Top Step X allowed you to manipulate the follower accounts after entering a trade. I think it's something that will be coming there. If I answer your question and then you continue to copy and paste the same question, I mean, come on. I'm trying over here. I'm trying. Yeah, those longs are looking juicy now. S&Ps are looking to break out on new highs here. Yeah, the timeout on YouTube is kind of funny, actually. Is there any giveaways today? Yes, if we get to 1,300 likes, we are doing a giveaway. So pump those likes up. Smash that like button. That is when we're doing the giveaway here. The drunk geek. The CPI trade buttered my biscuit. Mine too. We are buttered up over here. I keep getting these pullbacks and not buying into them. Such is life. I hate buying up here too, even though we're probably going to get that 34 blowout now. Nvidia is just on the juice. Microsoft is blowing out this key level as well. I'm going to add if we dip down to 15s. Show me that dip down to 15s. Right here. There we go. Watching. Adding again. Trying this again. Little tape change there. Oh my. Whoops. Whoa. Didn't mean to close and we got in short. Hold on one moment here. Not sure what's happening. Hold on. We're in a short here. I meant to close. I think it's because we got stopped out. So, okay, that's closed. All right, that was kind of annoying, but hey, we're learning together here. Let's try this again. All right, a little bit of a snafu there. No big deal. Back in this. All right, this is where I'm looking to be a buyer again. Adding into this, looking for 20s to clear out now. We do have the housing print coming out in 15 minutes. Watching here. Adding into that. See if we can hold this breakdown. And it's starting to roll over a little bit here, but I will add into another dip if we have it. Right there. Should see this coming out of this dip here. Not seeing a rally. Oh, I'm going to cover a little bit of that. Not seeing the rally that I wanted to see. So covering half the position here. Coming out a little bit more. All right, so we're back at 498. So this is where I can be aggressive on an ad if I think that this is the bottoming out area. We are rejecting a little bit in NVIDIA here. Move my stop down just a little bit. Okay, trying this here. Still coming down a little bit. Oof, stopped out. All right. So no good buying the dip. I think we actually bought the top there of that range right there. So we were buying at the exact top of that range there. So now coming down, now we're looking for a bounce here. Same kind of trade idea, even though we are rolling over a little bit. S&Ps aren't rolling over tremendously, so I'm trying to time this. Okay, back in. Looking for a 498 reclaim. There's your 500s. Okay, adding. Okay, let's see if we can get this above 520s now without a pullback. Watching. Looking for this clear out into 520s now. Covering a little bit. Covering a little bit more. Wanted that 520 clear out, but we didn't get it right away. See if we can get back up there. Watching this order flow around 500 again. See if 498s want to hold once more. Doesn't look like it. Might get stopped out here. I want to try this push up again if we get that 498 reclaim. Very, very choppy. A lot of sell side pressure, but I'm not seeing it over in the S&Ps, which is kind of what's throwing me off a little bit here. Still heavy sellers stepping in there. Watching for above 500 now. Yeah, I got to cover a little bit of that there. Watching above 500. Those 498s, it really loves these 498s this morning. But you can see they're still heavy into this. They're pushing heavy into this. Covering half again. Yeah, I'm going to pull out. We're going to wait. Just getting chopped to bits here. Really want those 500s to trade out, and they just keep shoving into them. The only one that I'm worried about right now is Amazon. Nvidia's not even pulling back that hard, so I'm just trying to time this right, and I want to add into a nice push above those 500s here. So that's what I'm looking for. Still coming down. If we do break this trend down here, these right at 85, we do have room down to 69. And if we're rejecting 500s once more, that's the short I'm going to try for. So you can see there's a lot of liquidity running into those 85s. That's a trend that we have been holding for multiple days here. Okay, so there's your trend break. Wow, right to 469 in a jiffy. Let's see now. Little break in the S&Ps. We tapped right into 469. So if we fail 469, this thing will tumble. Just watching. Okay, I got to take that short since we are failing 469s here. Trying to be aggressive now. Seeing if we can get this without the bounce. Without the bounce. Dang it. Without the bounce. We're looking for without the bounce. Unfortunate. Trying to get that heavy into that, going for 40s there. So, unfortunate. Trying to go super, super heavy into that move there. I still think it could be a short, but let's just try it with less size. See if we can do it with less size now. Coming down nicely. The bounce area should be the 40s. Right now we're at the 50s. So we should be able to auction through those 50s. Watching here, see if we reject these 60s. We would potentially tool all the way back to 69. Our stop's at 72. So we reject 69. Be the trade that we're looking for here. Okay, so there's a good rejection. Now I think that we could send this to 40s as long as we're weak through 50s here. Or we're just going to smack these early longs and then refresh it. S&Ps are still coming down. We had a little bit of a bounce there at the VWAP. So I'm just trying to hold this out now. Okay, there's our 60s. Looking for this clean flush into the 40s now. Sellers are a little bit exhausted. We do have that news data coming out in about 8 minutes here. Some overhead liquidity coming in, but we need to see this here and now through 60s. So a little bit of selling into those 60s, not heavy. There we go. Heavy selling through the 60s without the bounce. Still some big liquidity showing up just tucked below those 60s, so stopped out there. Still like this to the short side, believe it or not. Wow, we got literally stopped out and went right back down. Well, let's try the same trade idea with just a little bit worse entry here. So the idea that I have is down to 407 quarters if we flush those 440s. But right now we're just getting a little chop down here. It's bouncing off VWAP. S&P is bouncing off VWAP. So if we flush VWAP, this thing will go straight to the floor. So that's what I'm watching for here. This downside pressure into these 40s. Right now, 60s are kind of the inflection point in the NQ here. So we're right at VWAP on the S&P. Still bouncing. But it's weak. You know, it's weak above 60 there. Let's see if we can get through 55 now. So through VWAP here. I wish I would have seen this short a lot sooner than I did. I was so aggressive too in that barreling down that could have just held that through that last little bit there. Yeah, I might have to go flat again. I'm watching right here above these 60s. Trading the house account. Yeah, we're trading the top step house account. Yeah, I agree. It is hard to short this because we are bouncing at the VWAP, but it's weak. We're not finding strong buying up here, but we're also 5 minutes from the newsprint. So that can change everything. But I still like holding this short for as long as I can, even though we're getting these continuing moves up. It's unfortunate, just bad timing. All right, testing 60s again, going back into the VWAP on the S&Ps. Can we do it without a bounce? Yeah, every time it starts to look good short, we do see some bids solidifying up, which is unfortunate for our short position here, but still want to try to run this below these 55s. Sellers are just kind of evaporating when we get to these 60s here, which I do not like. But this could bring us another leg down if we just flush 52.86 in the S&Ps without bouncing. Very loose inventory to the buy side, so if it starts to go, we're going to get stopped out almost right away here. So housing market index is coming. I might actually want to move my stop a little bit higher so as not to get hit in case we have a little influx above 75 there. Like right there, 78.75. I'm looking for heavy sell side to come in here. NVIDIA is still pushing up a little bit. And we might get tagged out here. VWAP is at 77, so we're playing with fire here. And like right there, I keep on moving it up ever so slightly, but all right, I'm gonna go flat for this print. All right, let's see here. So right at VWAP, a little bit of a rejection here. We have the print coming out in 2 minutes now, 2 minutes until the print. Let's see if we can nail this here. Oh, now we get a nice little roll and rejection here. So back at that 69 level. A little bit of a bounce. S&Ps are still looking heavy here. Amazon rolling over, Apple tooling up, Google rolling over, Microsoft rolling over. All right, we are 1 minute out until the housing print. And liquidity is dried up completely for this. So we're expecting 50, prior was 51. Watching. 30 seconds till the print. Coming out early. Hold on. Order book is clearing out. Oh, it's not out yet. 5 seconds. 45 for housing. That should be strong for the markets, actually. Seeing if they're going to sell this at all. All right, I got to chase this long. I want to see us up and over 495 now and then through 500s. Okay, there's through the VWAP. Let's see if we can tickle in the 500 now. Hopefully it's just not a quick little liquidity grab into those 500s. Yeah, it looks strong here. All right, so if we had a 34 blowout, we got to get through 500s first, but if we had a 34 blowout, then we could see this start to explode. Since we had a reject above the VWAP on the S&Ps, that's kind of all I'm looking for here now. Watching to see how heavy these cappers are in the 500 as well. Very thin on the sell side. Okay, there's a blow through 500 without cappers and we're gone. Watching. So just making sure this isn't a liquidity grab above 500. So we have so much liquidity that's resting like 510 to 517 here. And I just want to see them take that here and now. I'm just trying to monitor whether or not we're running into heavy sell side pressure here. So far, it's still okay for me. Still a lot of heavy cappers, surprising. That's weird to see that. There we go, letting it run a little bit. It's interesting watching how they're pulling and stacking orders into this. Still a lot of heavy sellers into like 495, but we have so many buyers on this tape. I'm almost confused as to why they're stacking it so heavy here. We have so much buying side aggression. It's like, why would you want to step in front of that? You're going to get filled much higher, you know? Point of control just moved to 500. They just need to let this run a little bit. I mean, at least to 517. Strange to see this behavior right now. Still at 495. Let's retest these 500s and see if we can find buyers above. Okay, 500 test, buyers above. Stop selling into it though. Doesn't make any sense that they're selling so heavy into it above 500 because it'll run. Right? You see that? It's like wanting to run, especially up to that liquidity. It's resting at 517 here. Okay, there's that push. Still strange to see this many people that are covering. S&Ps are looking for 5,300 still. We're 5 points away. But yeah, I'm shocked to see people covering like this. We should be able to run right to 517. There's your 10s. Who's selling this? So weird. Like we're running up and then there's your seller at 510, but it's like, just relax, buddy. You got room to 17 in a jiffy. You're really like, how much are you trying to offload here that you're so nervous that you got to get out here and now? Very strange. Big order at 510 again. Yeah, weird to see this. I'm going to try to hold this steady here, but very weird to see this. We should be shooting right through 517. There's so many heavy sellers above it. Really, I'm honestly perplexed by this price action. Why they would be selling into this. Like, what's the worry here? I honestly don't know. What's the fear? What's the offload for? Let me check news. DOE crude inventories. That's it. I mean, what's the fear? Why offload at 500s here? What's the purpose? We have willing customers that are willing to buy. Very strange. See, there you go. There's your 517. Why it's taking so long to get there is just a mystery to me. And look at that. There's still somebody aggressively selling into that. It's just so strange to me. Like, why? Why are you selling? There's so many buyers here on this tape. There's your 517 tagged. There's all that liquidity up at 517 we're watching. Now, could I have trimmed at 517? Sure, but I still think that we have a chance to auction all the way up to 534 here. This is going to be the explanation of it right here and now. If we're holding above 510s, we should see this auction shoot through that 517 because there was an iceberg player up there, but I think we can massage right through it there. Watching. A little of exhaustion there on the buy side, and we are seeing some aggressive shorters coming in. So now there's some liquidity at 515. If we don't take that there and now, it's going to scare the price action down a little bit. Yeah, now we're wrestling to even get back up to 510. So yeah, it's weird because I don't see a reason for why that there's anybody shorting this market right now, especially if we're looking at where the the S&Ps are. Like, we're going to trade 5,300, and that should coincide with about 525 in the NQ here. So maybe we're just trapping some more early shorts or something. Player at 515 moved down to 512. I mean, trying to fill a 60 lot, filled instantly. It's like if you're seeing that and you're nervous about getting filled, just move your order higher. It's going to get tagged. Yeah, still strong buyers here. Apple slight pullback, Microsoft a little slight pullback, Amazon's kind of weak. That's it. Nvidia's still going. Somebody front running 515s now. Yeah, so if we blow out this area, I mean, there's a lot of people who are short into this. We blow out this area, this should be a straight shot to 25s. Okay, there's your 17 blowout. Should shoot to 25 here. Okay, and 25. Right there. Yeah. So, now it begs the question. Oops, gotta select my hotkeys. Dang it. If that's the top, I'm gonna lose it. Dang it. Press the fill button at 23. Let's see. Dang it. Now they're going to get me to be stubborn here. Show me 23. Okay, there we go. Out one. Stop at break even. Good golly. You know what's funny is that I wanted to fill at 23 and I probably would have been more aggressive. Let's try this here. I can't believe they're not going to take that liquidity at 20. I'm at 20 evens there. Always got to have that window in focus. I tried to cover at 23s and yeah, it is what it is. See if we can get this push back up to 20s. Now the heavy sellers are on the tape here. We're probably going to wrestle this back below 10s. Watching. Thin liquidity too. Yeah, buyers got exhausted into that move right to 25, that straight shot to 25. They got super exhausted into that. And now we're going to have that pressure right around these 10s again. So let's see if we can get this here and now. $20 prints. Let's see. Heavy into 20s. Somebody's front running 20s. About 70 lots there. Yeah. Could have moved down. Let's try, I guess, 18 halves. I mean, 17 quarters probably better. Yeah, definitely a tape change for sure. Don't like what I see now. We don't have the same jiving that we had all the way up to 25s there. It's not the same level of strength. Let's see if we can get filled here on that lot. Looking for this fill here. How low do we have to go for this bad dogger? There we go. Filled that one. Makes you feel a little less stressed. All right, see if we get this 25 clear out now. Yeah, NVIDIA's looking for 935s here, which is great. Okay, now we want to see this 25 actually clear out. Wow, look at those sellers. You see that? Tremendous sellers coming in pre-25 there. Somebody selling at the market. Yeah, this is tricky price action on this remaining lot here. I don't know if we're going to get that 534 blowout because of all the resistance here. We had a lot of buyers that were stepping in, and we just wasted a lot of that buying power on the way up. That was what the whole shame was. We wasted a lot of that buying power on the way up. And I meant to cover 23s, but I didn't have the window selected for the hotkeys, and so I pressed the button, and then the price action dropped, and then I was like, okay, well, let's try doing it one at a time. I had full clear ready to go at 23, but there we go. Now we're getting filled 20 points lower. So there we go. We are out. Am I copying the right accounts here? Yeah. All right. See if there's any chance to buy a dip down here. So this is what we're watching. We're right back at the area where we're kind of diddling. We did a big draw of liquidity to the downside. We shorted into that. We got blown out. I was very heavy into that break. Unfortunately, we got a quick pop up that stopped us out on that set of accounts. So unfortunate there, but let's see if we can continue trading for a couple more minutes here. Probably want to try the exact same thing. Same idea. We're just chopping around here, but same idea, looking for this liquidity to pull higher, especially a blowout of 5,300. It felt like the last 45 minutes has been like 8 hours. Yeah, the price action's been tremendously, it's been a little bit exhausting on this way back up. Just a little bit, right? Yeah, there's the pull that I was looking for. Quarter of the hour. Nice work there, SW. Way to go, keeping it alive there. Watching for a 20 clear out and then potentially a 25 blowout here. I stop down there. Adding on that pullback. Watching here for a clear out above those 20s. Looking for these 20s to trade out now. Got to cover into that because they're showing a little bit of. So 20s traded, stop to break even. Looking for this to blow out 25s now. So right idea, just so much chop through this. It's just crazy that we're not getting a nice congruent move. This is going to be huge though. If we blow out through this, we should go straight shot to 34. Problem is there's so many people still shorting this market. Watching for this to clear out. Holding 20s here. Okay, there's your 25 test, not a blowout. Just running into heavy liquidity to the top side. Adding. There we go. Boom. Wow, how did that not fill? Yeah, right. Chase that one down. Yeah, right. You're not going to fill me. Beautiful. There's our 34. So that was nice. So nice clear out right to our 34.25 level. What was the high on that print? 33 3/4. Pretty close. 2 ticks off the high. Not bad. Can't believe I actually had to chase that order on the way back up there. That was crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. What are you going to do though? Right? What are you going to do? All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Show you folks the lay of the land here. Let's see. Hitting about 3,600 on these accounts. Hitting max loss on those. Those are the ones I went heavy short into. And then about a scratch day on the Express accounts. So, you know, it is what it is. Was a lot better before we got flushed on, but hey, we stuck in it, we traded with it, and we made the best of it, right? We did the best that we could do with what we had in front of us, and we keep it transparent and honest with you folks in here. So locking it up, all said and done, what does that mean? Where are we at on the day now? $318. There you go. We're at $318. All right, folks, I'm going to continue trading in the Discord, see if we can, maybe we can hit max profit on this group of combines here. Let's see. Appreciate you folks tuning in. Let's see. Did we get the likes? Because I'd love to do a giveaway if we got the likes. Let's see. Oh, we did. Look at this. We got 1,300 likes. Let's do a giveaway. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Let's have a giveaway here. Yeah, tricky price action to the top side here. I would have loved to have held it all the way from where we were long from into that 34, but price action just had another idea for us. I tell you what. It really did. Alrighty, let's see here. Get Nightbot. We'll go to this one. So we are going to do a keyword. Remember, if you're a channel member, you get 10x more luck. This will be for a free month of Clubhouse. Free month of Clubhouse. Channel member luck, 10 times more likely. And we'll call this Scratch CPI. There we go. All right, folks. Here it is. Type it in. Scratch CPI is the keyword. Scratch CPI, just one single word. Type that in, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Now, you have to be following me here at Selling Rips. Follow me down there at Selling Rips. And if you follow me, wow, we are blowing out 34s now. Very, very nice. Follow me there. Follow me on Instagram. Wow, look at this thing go. My goodness. Scratch CPI is the keyword today, folks. So follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. When you win the giveaway, I'm going to ask you, what's your username? You just type in your Twitter or Instagram username. You have to be following me. If you're not, you don't win the giveaway. Simple as that. We're going to do one giveaway one time. You got 60 seconds to claim it. When this number gets up to, say, I don't know, about 500 or something, that's when we'll do it. But make sure you're caught up all the way to the live stream here. Make sure you're caught up as much as you can be. And we'll run it up here, folks. We'll run it up. Scratch CPI, one word. Scratch CPI. That's a bummer, too. That we're heavy short into that. My eyes were just so hungry on that one. But it is what it is. So current lay of the land then with these accounts. These are all at 156 basically, and these are all at 154 now. Just shuffling back and forth between those two. So no blown accounts, but just kind of shuffling back and forth. You win some, you lose some. So maybe we'll pass these by the end of the week and add to our bench warmers there. Alrighty, folks, here we go. We got 352. Let's run this up to 400. We get 400. We'll run it here. Scratch CPI is the keyword. All right, let's roll it up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and Epic Gamer. You are in here all the time. Epic Gamer, what's your handle? I want to send you that coupon here. Congratulations to Epic Gamer, one of our channel members in here. Congrats to you. Big congrats to you. Awesome, awesome. Super stoked on that. Come on down, silly Katos with an underscore at the end. Okay, let's see. Let's find you. I'm guessing that's probably Instagram then, right? Let's see. And yes, you do follow me. Love it. Wow, what a sweet account you have there. Congrats. Free month. There you go. All right, folks. Well, we're locking it up here with a scratch day on our CPI. The market's continuing to rally. We're probably going to trade this up in the Discord here. Folks, I will see you bright and early tomorrow when we're going to be trading jobless claims together. Jobless claims on a Thursday. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow.